Have you ever wondered how to create an earthworm farm? Well, wonder no more. This humble endeavor is not only fascinating, but also beneficial for the environment and your garden. So buckle up as we delve into the world of earthworm farming. The first step in creating an earthworm farm is to choose an ideal location. Ideally, it should be a cool, dark place with a stable temperature. A basement or garage would make a perfect home for your wriggly friends. Next, you need to get a worm bin. This can be any large container with a lid, but make sure it's not transparent, as worms prefer darkness. A typical plastic storage container works just fine. Drill about a dozen small holes around the top for ventilation and a few in the bottom for drainage. Now it's time to prepare the bedding for your worms. Shredded newspaper, cardboard, or coconut coir are excellent choices. Soak the bedding in water, then wring it out so it's damp but not soaking wet. Fill about 3/4 of your bin with this bedding. Once the bedding is ready, introduce your worms. Red wigglers are the most commonly used species for worm farming. They are voracious eaters and reproduce quickly. You can start with about a pound of worms, which is approximately 1,000 worms. With the worms in their new home, it's time to feed them. Worms love organic waste like vegetable scraps, coffee grounds, and eggshells. Avoid feeding them meat, dairy, or anything spicy or oily. Also, remember to bury the food in the bedding so it doesn't attract flies. Maintaining the worm farm is just as important as setting it up. Keep the bedding moist, feed the worms regularly, and stir the contents of the bin every few weeks to prevent it from becoming anaerobic. After a few months, you'll notice rich, dark compost in your bin. This is worm castings, a high-quality organic fertilizer that's great for your garden. To harvest it, simply push the compost to one side of the bin, add fresh bedding and food to the other side, and the worms will migrate over, leaving behind their castings for you to collect. In summary, creating an earthworm farm requires choosing a suitable location, preparing a worm bin, creating a comfortable bedding, introducing your worms, feeding them regularly, and maintaining the farm. In return, you'll get nutrient-rich worm castings that will significantly boost the health and productivity of your garden. The process might seem a bit daunting at first, but with time, you'll find it's quite straightforward and rewarding. So, why not give it a try? Remember, every great garden starts with a handful of dirt and a whole lot of love. And with an earthworm farm, you're adding an extra layer of life and vitality to your garden. Your plants and the planet will thank you.